Well, hello, sweetheart. I'm really glad you're here. Before we do anything else, take a deep breath with me. I want to be clear about something. You don't need to arrive here calm. You don't need to have the right words. You don't need to know what you're feeling or how long it's been there. Nothing is required of you. Just being here is enough. There's something I want to talk to you about today that many people don't even realize they're missing until someone finally offers it to them. And that is the experience of being held without being fixed. Not physically held, though that can be lovely, but emotionally held. Seen, understood, allowed to exist exactly as you are, without someone immediately trying to change you, correct you, improve you, or tell you what to do next. So many of us grow up learning very early that love comes with conditions, that care sounds like advice, that concern comes packaged as instructions, that if we bring our feelings to someone, they'll immediately start looking for the fastest way to make those feelings go away. And sometimes that's helpful, but sometimes what hurts the most is not even the problem itself, but the feeling that your emotions are an inconvenience, a problem to be solved, that your sadness is something to be managed, that your fear needs to be gotten over, that your confusion is a flaw to be corrected. And sweet one, that can make you feel very alone. But I want you to hear this clearly. Your feelings do not need to be fixed. You don't need to justify why you feel the way you feel. You don't need to explain it. And you don't need to already know the solution in order to deserve care. Sometimes the most healing thing is simply presence rather than an answer. It's someone sitting beside you and saying, "Yes, I see that this is hard. That makes sense. You're not wrong for feeling this way. You don't have to rush." Those words tell your nervous system something very important. I am safe to feel. Feeling that emotions are only acceptable if they're brief, tidy, and solvable can make you start editing yourself, downplaying your feelings, apologizing for needing reassurance, telling yourself you're too much or too sensitive. Being held without being fixed means someone is willing to stay with you inside the feeling, not try and drag you out of it. It sounds like, "I'm here. Take your time. You don't have to figure this out right now. It's okay to feel this." And when you receive that kind of holding, something very gentle happens. Your body softens, your breath deepens. Your thoughts slow down. Not because someone gave you the perfect answer, but because you were no longer alone with the feeling. I want to pause here and speak to the part of you that might feel some kind of way for wanting this, needing this. But needing emotional validation is in our nature. Your nervous system is wired for connection, for attunement, for reassurance that you belong, even when you're struggling. You might be carrying something right now. Maybe it's heavy. Maybe you don't even have a name for it. You don't have to explain it here. You don't have to justify why it matters. You can just let it exist. You're not alone with it, because I'm already here with you. Now, I want to be very clear about something important. Being held without being fixed does not mean you'll never solve problems. It doesn't mean you'll stay stuck forever. It doesn't mean growth stops. It means repair comes after regulation. Once your nervous system feels safe, clarity naturally returns. Options appear. Energy comes back online. But forcing solutions before safety often creates more tension, not less. So if you've been feeling exhausted, overwhelmed, or emotionally brittle, it might not be because you're failing. It might be because you've been trying to heal without being held. But this is a reminder that you're allowed to exist without being managed, without being rushed, without being alone. If this kind of support feels unfamiliar, that makes sense. Many people learned early on that care only came with improvement, that rest had to be earned, that feelings had to be reasonable. But there's something important I want to say to you, and I want you to hear it clearly. You are not a problem to be solved. Not today, not when you're struggling, not when you don't know what you need. You are a person having a human experience, and that is enough to deserve care. Sometimes care looks like action, but sometimes it looks like staying. Staying with sadness, staying with frustration, staying with the part of you that's tired of explaining. And that kind of staying is rare. And it's what we're doing now. No one is about to give you advice. No one is waiting to reframe this. No one is counting how long it's taking. There's no expectation that you'll feel better by the end of this. This isn't about outcomes. It's about connection. If this file feels comforting to you, if something in your body is softening just a little as you listen, that's not an accident. That's your system recognizing safety. And you deserve more of that. You deserve relationships, both with others and with yourself, where your feelings are welcomed, not managed, where care isn't conditional on progress, where love doesn't require productivity. Before we end, I want you to hear this slowly, gently. You are allowed to feel without fixing. You are allowed to rest inside your emotions. You are allowed to take up space in your own inner world. Nothing is wrong with you for wanting comfort. Nothing is broken because you need reassurance. You are human, and that is enough. Take one more breath with me. Inhale and exhale. As you move on with your day, you don't have to leave this feeling behind. Whenever you're ready, you can carry this with you. And if you need to return, to be reminded, to be soothed, to be held without being fixed, I'll be right here. Thank you so much for being here with me today and for listening and watching this file. I hope that it left you feeling really good. If you enjoyed, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so you don't miss another opportunity to relax with me. And I hope to see you in the next one.